The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances. Now enjoy the...
You are now running with scissors. Let's go.
Ding, ding, ding.
Welcome to season 9 with Run with Scissors.
999.
Amazing host Michelle with 1L.
This is Penny Owens.
I am RG and our new member. Man,
new to the squad, to the network. Keisha, introduce yourself.
Yes. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It is lovely to be here. I am Coach Keisha. I am a youth and young adult life coach. I support the youth and young adults with transitioning into adulthood, during a very pivotal moment in their life when they're pretty much thrust into adulting, but really do not have those emotional and mental skills in order to make that healthy transition into adulthood. I come and I build that bridge from adolescent to adulting so they can get rid of the fear about what adulting is all about and really embrace it and understand the importance of it. So I started this business in 2022. I've been coaching ever since 2017, but I like to say I have 25 years of experience because my oldest son is 25. So here we have, really supporting them with doing adulting on a much healthier level.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you because you know in our community, once you're 18, you got to get out, and it's like you ready?
We need to get rid of that.
I missed that memo. All my kids are still at home. What are you talking about?
18, you're not ready. No more. I'm ready at 18. So, guys, be on the lookout for Coach Keisha's show. Have we got a slot yet? It's going to be Thursdays. That's what we're looking at.
That's how we just gonna jump into it.
You'll find out as soon as we have a date. We're gonna lock it in and we'll be promoting it on our page. So just keep watching.
Yes, keep watching the website so you know exactly when she's gonna be schooling you.
So we're looking forward to a new addition to the network. Because there is power in numbers, and we are growing and growing.
Yes. I'm so excited to hear. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna make sure we take it easy on you a little bit. Or not, we just throw you in there. The water's fine.
You just never know.
Water's fine. Hey, look, we won't, as RG would say, we're not going to do anything that's going to get you canceled.
Yes.
Exactly.
I know about y'all. I work tomorrow, and I plan on going to work tomorrow. So we don't go say nothing too crazy.
No, we don't go crazy. Sometimes
we don't make enough money for everybody to quit their job and pay their bills. So
not yet. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
See, but look, everybody's ready. Can we tell them what the title is for today's first show for season 9?
The soft life versus survival mode.
Exactly.
So you're wondering what that means. Does anyone know? I mean, there's soft life, survival. Y'all want to know what that means?
How do you unlearn survival mode when there's chaos and it feels familiar when you just used to it. And then the second half is choosing ease or privilege, or is it a form of healing? We're so used to this chaos, we don't really quite know exactly what it means anymore. You're just used to it. So we're going to help sort that out so everybody can understand what it is that you need to do, what you need to let go of, and how you move forward with some clarity.
Because, that seems to be what they say is a trend, the soft life. In my soft girl era, you hear that a lot now. And it's like, well, what does that even mean? So what era were you before that? So, that's what we're going to put a spin on that. And we're going to talk about what that actually looks like. Not just for women, but for men too.
I love that you said that, the whole soft girl era. I'm new to hearing that phrase. And it might just, I don't be watching TV like that, but it might just be me. The whole soft thing still kind of feels almost a little punkish and stuff, I didn't grow up where you could be soft. And I mean, what I'm saying? You had to be hard, or you had to be tough and strong. So soft girl, I mean, I guess that's the other extreme, but I'm like,
I didn't think it was a violence thing. I just thought people was trying to chill.
Because I had to figure out what that looked like, because for me, I don't know what that was, because I've, I guess maybe because I grew up in survival mode growing up. So that toughened me up to some degree. So being soft was, like Penny said, looked upon as like, no, I'm not that.
And it's like, and then everything's so all over the place. A man don't want to be soft. So you are, the man don't want to be soft. It's not positive for him. And then with us having this
hold on.
What? You want to be soft? What you trying to be exfoliated?
Okay, so we're not talking about healthcare. We're talking about mental health. And sometimes you need a balance between being a dude and tough and being soft, because you can't go in there and yell at your 2-year-old like, didn't I tell you to drink that milk? Craziness. So you need levels to this. You know what I'm saying?
Would you use that term soft though? I hear what you're saying, but would you use the term soft?
Because when I'm from where I grew up, being soft with you was like a punk, and you get punched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So look at it like this. Most guys can give someone a hug, but still choke the guy next to him. You have both. It's just what it is. Just because I am nice just because you're nice to one person, that don't mean you won't slap the next person. So you have to have balance.
Balance.
That's the most important thing here, because choosing the soft life doesn't mean you're weak.
That's right.
Exactly. There's power in that level of softness.
To your body. And sometimes you got to override that toughness.
See, I love that. Soft don't have to mean that you're weak, but I know it's definitely the culture and the era that I grew up in. The phrase soft just don't feel good. Now I do understand it with being feminine, right? You want to be in your soft girl, you want to be feminine, but as long as folks is pop locking and doing what they got, as long as you got to man up, it's real hard to be soft. It is. If you have to be the man of your household, if you have to be aggressive with those around you and demand respect, it's hard to be soft. I'd rather use feminine. What's wrong with saying feminine? Why I gotta be soft?
I guess there's nothing wrong with saying feminine, but I guess soft is nothing wrong with that either. We just have to make it okay.
So what you thinking, Keisha?
Yeah, I think that men could be soft, right? Because when they're with their wife or when they're with their daughters, right, they have to be in that soft man era, right? And when they on the outside, with their friends, their homeboys, then that's a different type of, masculinity that is required. So for a man to come into his soft male era in the house behind closed doors, that's perfectly fine, right? Because everybody has that. And one of the things I always share with the youth and young adults is, it's not about surviving. It's more like surviving. It's SERVIVAL. You want to serve with your life.
I like that.
Not survive just by, getting by. And
put that on the board. All right, we got a new one.
Oh, we cooking already.
Yeah, let's serve with our life. So let's survive, right? And not survive. So
I love that.
Cool.
I love that.
So we're all right. So we're in agreement that the soft mode is necessary for both male and female.
Absolutely.
But I guess we're still up in the air exactly what you call it.
What it looks like? What does it look like?
Okay.
That's what we need to figure
I can tell you what it don't look like. Joe Jackson. That is too far. Okay. Let's clearly define that.
There was nothing soft about that.
Well,
Archie, you have to come back
Jackson was operating from a place of survival. That man was by any means necessary. He didn't care what he did to his kids. Y'all gonna make me this money.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't want to be broke no more. He was like tired of working in the whatever he was doing. You know, he was like, oh no. I saw his kids as dollar signs.
All I'm gonna say is how many times, Joe, that scarred me for life, and I never had to move a brick. Ever. Yeah. Poor man was out there just sweating to the oldies. It was all bad. It's all bad.
Yeah, he definitely set it up to whereas the children was going to take care of him when he got older.
Exactly.
He had already had it out of his mind that guess what? I've already lived my youth. Now these kids are young, and now these kids are gonna take care of me when I get older. So I meant, hey.
And he did not care about the trauma that he caused.
No,
because the trauma that he been through, he was like, they're gonna be all right when they get older.
Right.
You understand? Like, ain't that crazy? We don't have no problem just abusing folks, being like, one day you'll appreciate me. You'd be like, I hope.
But did
after you come out of therapy, you'll be very grateful.
All a mess.
All right, she said I come out of therapy.
After you come out of therapy, we good now.
All the Jacksons is interesting. They are interesting.
I have a couple of talking points that I would like for us to discuss. So the
Come
first
on
one,
with it.
When survival mode becomes your personality.
Instantly.
And what that looks like is being praised for handling everything. Chaos feeling familiar, calm feeling boring or threatening, the identity crisis that comes with slowing down. Now that one I can relate with.
See,
like sitting there and not doing anything is like far. Now I'm starting to lean into that more, but there was a time when I felt guilty for doing that.
You know what? I can see what you're talking about. RG, you weren't here a few seconds ago. Homie said she had a short day today. 8 hours.
8 hours is a short day for me because I normally work 10.
But that told you exactly what you just said.
It was like, oh, that's a short day for me.
Down. It feels different.
No, there's laws against that, dog. There are laws against that. It's okay. Blame 2 times if you are in trouble. Like, wait a minute. It's I'm an 8-hour guy every day, all day.
Yeah, so yeah. But that, and as I was saying it, it didn't sound like there was anything wrong with what I was saying. Not that there was anything wrong with it, but I didn't think about it until Penny was like, a short day, really? And I'm like, yeah.
That's a full day.
An 8-hour day is a day for most, but for me, I mostly work 10 hours every day. So
I'm going to put this out here. Go ahead and put this NAMD up for you right now. Go ahead and put it up for you right now. Leave it out. I'm just saying.
I don't need that because I'll call my therapist in a minute. So I'm
just saying. When you say 10 hours is a normal day, like whoa,
it's a normal day for me. So for others,
no thanks.
That's a regular work day. So I get it.
But you know what? I guess that's really what we're talking about too. Where what you think is normal may not be normal to somebody else. Right. And vice versa. There's sometimes we are so used to the extremes that you just used to, and now the pro is that you can clearly handle it. So you don't have to be confused about what it is. You know that you can handle that. But when you watch other people do double blinks when you make statements like that, it makes you just kind of not necessarily humble yourself, but kind of get in reality like, so everybody doesn't do this, huh?
Yeah, right.
It's like give yourself your flowers because no. Everybody can't handle that just every day where that is their normal. A lot of us don't even step back to look at our lives objectively to really give yourself credit on what it is that you do and what is normal. Every given Tuesday, it's like, no, it is not the same for everybody. And many people cannot do what you do.
But the goal for me is to not do this anymore. So this is not what I see my life. It's not how I see my life for the rest of my life. So I'm doing this now because I have a purpose and a plan that, okay, I won't be doing this for too much longer. I'm near retirement, so this is a lot.
I know that's right.
Yes.
Say that again for the people in the back.
Yeah.
I'm doing this with a purpose and a plan. We're not about to just be friends in the streets. We got a plan.
Got a plan, because I don't feel like this is normal, but it's been my normal.
Mm-hmm.
If you get what I'm saying, it's been my normal for so many years that I realized that I work a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say.
And then when I take days off, I still feel like, okay, I shouldn't just be laying here. This should be.
That's right. I know.
I should not just be laying here. Like, there's something I should be doing. I could be cleaning up the house. I could be doing something. But I'm starting to learn how to just lay here. Like, I'm not gonna get into. I'm not gonna sit in front on this couch and watch TV all day.
Yeah.
Find me a movie. It's
too.
hard though. It's hard.
But they're still doing something, though. You know, that's
Yes.
what you want to do, right? And as long as you're doing what you want to do, then I think that there is a lot of joy, you know, in being able to do that. I'm like you, Michelle. Like, I work extensively. I'm up at 4:45 in the morning. I don't get back into bed till like 10 o'clock sometime at night. It's a long day. And like you said, I don't want it to become normal, but it is my normal, right? It's my survival of life. I've been working all of these years, and it's like, okay, Lord, it's time to land this plane. It's time to board another plane because this one is running out of gas.
Oh,
yeah. I told you.
For sure. And I know I'm not by myself when I feel like, you know, doing nothing brings upon guilt.
Not for me.
And it
Not at all.
So that's you, but you're in your soft life then, sir.
No, I need to lay my old ass down. Like, I don't have that much energy no more. Just my ass down. Ain't about soft. I'm sleepy, son.
You know,
sleepy, son.
Talking about work till you die. I'm about to die now. It is 9 hours. I'm still at work. I'm ready to go.
Get your die trying, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I gotta lay down.
No, you know what? That's the difference between healthy people, where you can reevaluate and reassess it and then make a new decision. Like, you can be used to it all you want to, but that don't mean you have to continue doing it just because that's what you've been doing this whole time. Right. And life is different at different ages. I don't care what nobody's saying. Sometimes the needs don't show up. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
My decision was made when I went to sleep at work and didn't realize I was asleep. That was the decision made for me. Because I knew I wasn't going to have a job if I kept falling asleep at work. Just saying. So that decision was quite made for me. Yeah. Call me soft, but still employed.
Because to some people, soft life equals laziness or weakness or something negative. So we're going to put a spin on that. Soft life is not going to be something negative anymore. No. Soft life is something we're going to strive for, men and women. Mm-hmm. I know that probably sounds a little foreign to some of the fellas out there. Like, what?
Soft life is more healthier, you know?
Yeah.
It requires you to be the best version of yourself. That's how I look at it, right? Yes. You're not in your survival mode. Like, you're actually a human being, and you allow yourself to feel the feels. You allow yourself to, you know, connect with your emotions and give it a voice. So I don't think that soft really, you know, I don't think that it should be weak or defined as a lack of. I think it should be, you know, full of, right? I'm full of myself in a way, whereas I can vocalize what it is that I am feeling, you know, I can articulate, the things that may be going on in my life without being judged, right? And just understanding that I'm a human being. So when I hear people say I'm in my soft girl era, I just really describe it as you're actually being human, and your humanity is being accepted and appreciated without judgment.
I love that.
I respect
that spin on it, because you know, the way that people view it is something completely negative. To be honest, I don't know why, but we're about to erase that stigma that's attached to the soft girl era or the soft life.
Right. I like calling it self-awareness.
Is the soft life a privilege?
Yeah.
Is the soft life a privilege?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not going to say yes all willy-nilly. Unfortunately.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
Because a lot of people, especially nowadays, can't afford to be soft. You know, you have a lot of unevenly yoked relationships. You have people who are single and by themselves, where they have to carry the load, especially with their parent, on both sides. So you can't turn down, you know what I'm saying, that flame and that fire inside of you for a second so you can be soft, so you can be more self-aware of what it is that you need. You're always on. You have to keep going. Adrenaline runs your life, not even emotions. You know, you don't have time to deal with your emotions or to even acknowledge them. So in that sense, it's a privilege if you are in a safe and stable home, environment, job where you can just be. And, you know, it don't have to necessarily mean soft, but just be, where you don't have to be turned up all the time and ready to fight. And, you know what I'm saying, always in survival mode. Unfortunately, that's not normal for most of us. It's not. So therefore, it makes it a privilege, but it shouldn't be. It should be balanced. And we all, men and female, like we should be able to just be ourselves without having to be on guard on a regular basis.
Fair.
Agreed.
You guys want to take a break?
I guess it's that time.
It is.
WSAN Radio, the soul of America and beyond. Turn it up and feel the rhythm of the greatest old school music ever made. From Smokey Robinson and the Temptations to Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, Luther Vandross, and more. This is the music that touches your soul and moves your spirit 24/7. Listen live now at WSANradio.com and take the vibe with you everywhere. Download the WSAN Radio app today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. WSAN Radio, feel the soul.
Got me together with this two-piece. It's the good leggings, no see-through business.
And we're back. Running with Scissors. I am RG. Sitting right next to me is our new friend and new partner, Coach Keisha, joining us. We got Michelle 1L in her usual spot because she refuses to let us move her. And we also have welcome back to the show.
My OCD is still there.
OCD?
Let us move her.
I put that for myself.
Pettiness is real. That's hilarious. Hilarious.
So guys, survival mode was never meant to be permanent. I mean, you know that.
Yes.
It was never meant to be permanent.
Yes.
But some of us just can't get out of it. We're stuck there. Because what we're taught is usually what we carry on into the rest of our lives, into adulthood, because we haven't figured out another way.
Mm-hmm. We weren't able to transition very well.
And we become addicted to our pain.
Yes.
And we have become addicted to hurt. You know, it's one thing to get hurt, but it's another thing to stay hurt. And a lot of people have decided to stay hurt. And in turn, that has rotten them on the inside. So all they know is hurt and how to survive and how to show up in that space. And they don't even know what soft mean or soft girl. What is that? And where did you make that up from? Did you just make that up?
Right.
But because they've been in survival mode in the atmosphere, it has a lot to do with people being addicted to pain, and also being able to just call yourself out. And if you're crazy, you're crazy. You know, everybody got
there's some people, there's a lot of people that they have grabbed onto that
on a regular basis.
You got a lot of people that'll be like, well, yeah, I'm that one. Well, don't mess with me, I'm crazy. They'll flat out tell you. But they have full blown, instead of seeing it as something that can be fixed and healed and changed, they accept the identity. Yes. So they call themselves controlling it, and then they'll tell you, oh yeah, I'm crazy, with a straight face, and you'd be like, so is that what you want to be when you grow up? I mean, is that just,
I'm like, congrats, life goal, good job.
And they're okay with that.
For the disclaimer,
being that, so that's who they have decided that this is who they are going to be, and that's it.
In my experience, they don't even want it. They just think that it's too old dogs don't change. They think, well, this is what I'm used to. They're not used to the soft side. They're not used to not being in survival mode. And they accept it in the sense just trying to control it. Well, at least since it's me, I know what to do with that. But I've talked to a lot of people, and if they knew they had an option,
I disagree a little bit, because I don't think most people accept it. They just never recognized they had a problem, nor did they have the tools. We have so many people who just, this is the way I am, and they got that recycled over and over in every generation. So your granddaddy told you not to cry if you broke your toe. Your mama told you not to cry, or I'm gonna beat you up. Yeah, how do you know how to love when everyone is trying to whoop your ass or harm you?
Yes, you know that it all comes from some sort of trauma,
and it comes from survival. At the same time, as a hindrance, because you never get to see what true affection is, what it is to not have to fight. You know, what Oprah said, I got to fight my daddy, I got to fight my uncles. You think that you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so she grew up, and these people are growing up in an environment, and they're not even getting the opportunity to see that type of behavior, and it feels weird to them because it's almost like a threat. Why are you trying to be nice to me? What's your aim?
And if they don't talk about it, then you don't get to compare it to anyone else either. Like you don't get, you think that normal is normal for everybody, and it's like, even if it's just a positive life, that your normal is different from somebody else's. Until you actually have an honest conversation. Because we usually what stays in the house, it stays in there. You don't really talk. It's my business. I ain't gonna, until you actually talk to people, you don't even know how different the lives are. And I mean, even between siblings in the same house, different lives. Like you're different.
Color purple reference up there. Put that on the board. Color purple.
And it's just so funny how people just, have shunned being healed, right? No, it's like. It's a thing, right? They say, well, hurt people. Well, sometimes God will send heal people to heal people. Sometimes it works out that way because that's the only way that you can recover. Have you ever seen a sick person help another sick person in the recovery room? No. You see a healed person help a sick person, and we have to welcome in those who are healed and allow them to heal us just as well as you allow somebody to hurt you. So we have to understand that letting in and letting go of behaviors, and where are you in this time and space in your life. So unlearning that type of stuff and just allowing somebody to come in and heal you and say, oh yeah, that makes sense. I had this conversation with somebody and they was like, well, somebody told me, I shouldn't do this and I shouldn't do that. I said, was that person healed or unhealed?
Right. You gotta ask
that makes a huge difference whether or not you should be receiving this information or really digesting this information from this person, because that person may be addicted to pain. And what they're telling you is how to be addicted to pain.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. I agree with you with the addicted to pain. Now, what's crazy is that no one thinks about it that way. Like when you tell people, not you, but when you say to people, well, you're choosing your unhappiness, or your actions and what you're getting is because you're doing it that way. The way that people treat you is because you're allowing it. It triggers you because the first thing that you think is, why would I choose pain? Why would I choose to allow somebody to abuse me? Why would I choose to be stagnant and stuck? And they get stuck on the words and they feel attacked and they get defensive. Versus really understanding where it's like, you can only control yourself. You can't control anybody else. Therefore, you can't blame anybody else. Not that things weren't done to you. Not that people have not hurt you or situations were unfair. That's true. But how you handle it, how do you change your mindset? How do you move forward? That part is up to you. And what we're addicted to a lot, sometimes you're just, if you don't even realize you're hurting, you don't know that you're addicted to the coping mechanism that you have given yourself to get through it. You know, like, this is the only way I know to feel better. Like, even if it's something simple as music. All right, music's my go-to when I'm upset. You're addicted to it. That's what you're going to go to first. So you may never ever sit down with a journal because you're going to turn the radio on first. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just get it. This is how I fix it. This is how I fixed it. And you don't want to challenge that because you know it works. But that's how faith works. The things you can't see, the things you don't.
What if Al Green just said it better? I'm saying, what if Al Green just said it better? I can't write like Al Green.
Yeah, you get on that, turn that music on, you're gonna go down into the gutter.
Yeah,
that song that they're playing on the unless you listen to some uplifting inspirational music, then yes. But if you turn it to some R&B, listen, it's gonna make it worse.
But Penny, you said something that was very, very eye-opening. You said the words, right? Instead of using certain words, we should try to rephrase that. Instead of being hurt, why don't we use wounded, right? Because wounded is for a purpose. Hurt has a different definition, and it's more of a physical. It's more of a physical. But when you're wounded, your wounds bring about purpose. I went through this for a reason, and I was wounded, right? Now I get to grow from that. I get to heal from that, and I get to share with somebody else on how not to go through those experiences by mentoring them through my wounds, because my wounds have purpose. So we learn how to just strategically place the wording. We'll have a different observation and outlook about, the outcome.
Everything.
Yeah.
The wording
is more like a process.
It's just it
is more like instant
process.
You have those people who don't even really feel like, that they've ever had trauma because of what they think trauma is. I wasn't abused, or I wasn't getting a beating when I was growing up. I didn't get that. I don't have trauma. I've talked to people who said they had no trauma, their life was great. Oh, my parents argued, they yelled at each other. That's normal.
That's normal.
That's normal.
Right. Like, what you say your daddy called your mama?
Yeah.
Me to my father.
Yeah.
But that's normal.
Sitting down at the table for hours until you finish your plate. Oh, that's normal. It's like, no, that is control. That is a form of abuse. Control,
but they're not understanding that their environment was traumatic because it wasn't. They were getting beating. They were not getting beats or, every day or something. But what you were seeing growing up is now going to cause problems for you as an adult. Yeah. But they're not thinking it's because of what happened when I was a child, because my life was normal.
Can I ask you guys a question? Because I know that I'm guilty of this, where especially when you're an optimist, right? You're not going to look at everything. You're going to find that silver lining. But have you ever been in that position where you thought it wasn't bad because you knew it could be worse?
Yeah, I just said that today.
I know I definitely, and I still do. I still find comfort in just that knowledge where it can be worse. And as long as it can be worse, if I know that it can be worse, or somebody has it worse, I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to be good. But that don't mean that what you have is healthy for you.
That's right.
Or it's a good relationship just because it could be worse. It means that you are trauma comparing.
I call it 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday with the weekends off. That's what I call it.
Everything could be worse. You know what I'm saying? But I think we use that as a coping method.
Yes.
To deal with whatever we have to deal with.
It's called the light bill. I have to deal with it.
It's gonna work.
I don't have internet. I can't podcast. Sorry. I gotta suck it up. Sorry.
That is definitely one of those things that just because it can worse, whether it's true or not, you still need to be aware of what your situation is.
It is, right.
Like you need to be honest with yourself. Like, yeah, I'm about to say, because I know I definitely do that. I'm a silver lining person, and I try to stay in that grateful place all the time. And I won't even look at maybe a negative situation real deep. Well, I also know how to quit folks and just be like, all right, exit stage left. But you still want to make sure that you're present. Like, okay, well, what's going on in this situation? Why do I feel that way? Why am I always on guard? Am I thriving or surviving? Because I would tell anybody, you are not living your life. You are surviving. If you're just check to barely check, you're surviving. You are not living your life. You're not living your life in a place of purpose, in a place of passion, in a place of just serving others and just being yourself, because you're always on. You're always on trying to prevent something else. And that means that you are moving and you're living your life from a place of lack and fear. And we are all usually guilty of that.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Yeah.
So what
now,
about
where
this?
do you guys think you are now?
Repeat the question.
Where, with soft life versus survival mode, if we were to be honest, which is who we are, where would you say that you are right now, February 3rd, 2026? Which one are you living in?
I don't know. I have
Survivor Detroit.
I don't feel like
I'm putting my flame out.
See, for me, I don't feel like I'm all the way in survival mode. I think I'm in the middle. There's a middle for me. There's a middle for me because I feel like when I need to be soft, I choose soft.
Say, oh, cool.
I'm not choosing survival because that was my go-to. I was all the way over here with that. Like, no, I just got to get done. Now I'm like, you know what? Let me pause and go sit down.
Yeah, I'm definitely in my soft girl era. With kids not in the home, it allows me to be.
Yeah, that's
but when I had children in the house, I had to be, very stern and rigid. So I'm my soft girl all the time, as much as I possibly can be. I love it. I don't want to come out of it. It's almost like you're gonna flare up something in me if I can't do this. Like, what are we doing here?
But I do know that I'm not reactive anymore, and I'm not reactive to things that no longer serve me. So when it comes to peace over other things, I'm choosing peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for me not to react to disrespect, that's big. That's big. Yes. That is big for me because I'll be ready to go. I'll be on 1,000. But things have happened, and I'm just like, all right. But I'm gonna cut you off though.
Yes, zero tolerance.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut you off.
Zero tolerance for
we're
not gonna do that.
Yeah, there's no need for you to even be present in my life because who you are as a person is not anything that I need.
Yes. But the era still has rules. So when people try to violate that, you do have to draw a line what you will stand for in this era. You can't just say, "Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna let everybody slide." No, you're putting yourself in a new level of chaos. So you still have to have
chaos, though. I definitely wouldn't say chaos.
Well, because you let everybody walk over you because you feel like you're soft and you're not using any discernment. You're not really saying, "Hey, I know I'm being nice right now, but that's still the worst idea ever in life." When you're not saying that stuff, you still have to kind of still have that block or whoa.
Yeah.
This is where it stops.
But it's easier though, because there was a time where if someone did something to me, I was going to approach you with that thing and we were going to go back and forth and it was going to be a situation. Now I'm kind of like, okay, you did that, but I choose peace. So for me to have confrontation with someone over something that they did, that just shows me the character of who they are.
All right.
Do I want you in my life or not? So I choose the other side, and I'm okay with it because now I'm like, because there was a time where I wasn't okay, but they would bother me. Now I'm like, man, listen, let me go turn the TV on to watch this movie real quick. Because whoever they are, they gotta live their own life and deal with their own thing. So if that's soft girl, I don't know whether it's soft girl or just me choosing peace over chaos. Whatever that is, that's what it is.
I like everything that you guys pointed out, because I would say that at this point in my life, it's more balanced, and I still got a little bit of everything. And I say that because I do still have children in the house, you know, and then it's males for the most, you know what I'm saying? I have majority males in the house. Like my daughter's visiting right now, but it's all males in the house. And we know as Black men, they're the biggest target in our country, just everything. So I am still, especially with the younger ones, I'm still in that mode of trying to protect them and prepare them for a world that don't necessarily care about them, right? So you got the survival mode, the survival prepping mode. I know I'm in hustle mode, you know. With my husband and with the kids getting older, I do have the time where I can be like, okay, I'm a little soft today. I'm just going to chill out, right? Butter rum, then that switches, and I'm always in go-getter function, like all the time. It's like serve, be of service, do it, make this, create this, and lift these up. Like I'm always in that place. So it's not soft in the sense of, I'm just gonna say, I'm just aggressive in all my realms. I'm aggressive in all my realms. You know, look, I'm a love hard.
Soft. We call it soft. What does that mean to you? Because to others, this could be something else. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I think soft has multiple meanings. It doesn't have to be, just this little old, little soft girl over here just sitting in the book. No, it doesn't have to be that. Like you take time to be soft. Like, you know what? Today I'm relaxing. I'm not dealing with none of that other stuff. I'm just going, and whatever that is to you, it doesn't mean that it's, you know, this little soft little, because I don't feel like I'm ever going to be that, because that's not who I am as a person. To be, so to me, soft means just taking time for myself and choosing peace.
Some
and let me go here and, you know, and just relax. Some self-care. Day for me is soft. That's me being in my soft girl era.
I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna say, because I've learned that rowdy side. I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to love hard, I'm going to pray hard, all of it. Just excited. So I'm like, I do relax some, and I, you know, kind of tend to be silent. But I guess it's the word. But see, that's the thing. As human, we make everything complicated. We get stuck on the wording, but the truth is, you know, there's power in these words. Like that's just the truth of it. And I'll even take the fact that the title, even of the show, it seems almost in two different realms when you say soft life versus survival mode. It does kind of present two extremes in a sense. Yeah. So I'm gonna blame it on the title. And, you know, I think it could have meshed a little differently.
Okay. Sorry, production team. We worked so hard on this.
Because it's like we're going up against one or the other. Like, it's us against them.
And look, and then the other word that's doing it, that's triggering me, I guess. One says life, which seems more abound, right? And one says mode, which is more temporary. So everything really is kind of is not evenly yoked, and you can feel it in those words.
It's true.
Life versus
we made up the title. You know, we kind of talked about that.
And I'm in survival mode.
The whole topic on fire right now. Like,
because it means a survival too, with the SER. That way you could be soft and survival, and because you're still serving, right?
Yeah,
life is about serving.
I love that.
Yes.
See. I'm still serving, but I then flick the switch and I'm over here doing the serving thing. But the soft life, it's like
the soft
life. That means that's someone's life. I'm soft, and that's my life.
You're living that way every day?
Every day, right? That's what it sounds like. That's the life. That's my life, and there's nothing else going on but that.
Is soft obedient? Does that look like obedience too?
Yes, because the Lord don't want you working. And look, the Sabbath is real.
Because you know what? There's some people who believe that that's what the soft life is. I don't have to work. I have to just sit at home and let my man go out there and make some money.
That's funny. Look, I don't know. Maybe that could be a cultural thing too. Because I look every last one of the females here was like,
would that be soft?
Even RG was like, so that's what y'all think? Like it just, it's different. But we know culturally,
there are cultural differences, period. There are geographical differences, age gap differences, right? So I really just think like the soft, like that is some new stuff for these youngins. We're just not used to the term, but because I'm just going to keep saying feminine. And I know that we can be really rough. I was a tomboy growing up, but definitely in my marriage and now at this point, I can be gentle. I can. Don't look at me like I'm not telling the truth. My children are judging me.
They like in the moment,
right here.
They like right you just home. I ain't snatched nobody up in 2 weeks. I can still be more relaxed and definitely.
You keep leading more towards that survival part. I'm just saying, you just.
There was a time for me. A lot to you not. I would never wear a skirt. I would never wear a dress. I would only wear pants. Always ready. Just always ready, especially on the East Coast. Always ready. And I didn't even realize it was normal. It was just, I thought maybe I just like jeans. That's fine. I don't want to wear a skirt, right? I didn't realize what it was really doing with my psyche and the coping mechanism, the reason why I felt that way. But I would not wear a dress. And my mother pointed out one day, we were going to go get some heels. I call myself being girly because I'm about to go get some heels. And the first thing that I do to test on my shoes, I still do it. I jog in place and I act like I'm about to hop a fence. That's how I test my heels out. And my mother was like,
that sounds smart.
That sounds
kind of smart.
I think that is good, but that is survival mode. My mother was like, Penny, what you doing? I was like, I want to make sure I can hop a fence. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I'm ready. And she's like, you could just be cute. You don't have to do that. And that's when I knew that there was something different. I was like,
no. Cute still get beat up. Cute still get shot. Yeah, you gotta make sure them shoes fit, dog. Stop playing.
So if you gotta run, you can get on down the road.
You could be a feminine tomboy.
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we are.
Yes. Love it.
I feel like that's what I am. I mean, I don't know if I'm a tomboy anymore, but I still have that aggressive side to some degree. I've calmed it down a whole lot.
Yeah. She said some degree. Where's the degree at?
I've calmed it down a whole lot, and that little feminine side kicks through because I enjoy being that now. I enjoy it with my feminine side, so that feels good to me.
I know you be cute in your pictures. You be pretty. You be all cute. I'm like, her lashes on. Oh, that took some time.
That did because for me, I still throw that sweatsuit on and some sneakers. I'm still that girl, but I'm still feminine in those.
You too?
Yes, absolutely. I can definitely put on a sweatsuit and I can go and put on some heels, and you be like, you this can't be the same person. So I really consider myself to be a feminine tomboy.
Yeah, I like that.
The way that it is, because I have 2 sons, so it requires now that I be more assertive. I used to be aggressive. Now I'm assertive in my soft girl era. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. And my oldest son, he said to me, he was like, "Ma, you not as tough with my brother as you were with me." He was like, "It's either you really praying really hard or you just got real soft."
Oh no!
He said, "Because that was me
praying really hard for 200."
He was like, "That was me, Ma. You been knocked my teeth out by now."
I love it when my kids say stuff like that to me. They be like, "Ma, you soft now. You just not." Be like, "All right, whatever." Because I don't drive as aggressive as I used to. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Right. I'm older now, so listen, I don't want to have an accident.
Yeah, I'm about to say, RJ, that probably happens with you too. You're not as aggressive as you used to be. Your kids point that out for you too.
Every kid had I had a different relationship with every single kid. So I know the ones where I have to be like Joe Jackson. I know the ones where I can be Tom Brady. Joe. Yes, the kid, I have boys. So what child you have. So I have a different relationship with all of them. So everyone would say he's probably gotten older and a little bit slower, but he's still the same guy that will grab me and correct me anytime. That never changes. And I go from 33. No, I go from 33 to 19. So I'm right in it.
What's the youngest? How old is your youngest?
19.
19. Okay, well that's almost.
Yeah. I got like the whole spectrum. I'm at the end in the middle age group, so I have the whole spectrum. So we always have to have conversations in different relationships because everyone's at different levels.
Right.
So I can't just heavy-handedly say everybody do this because it doesn't resonate with one kid from another kid. And I really try to understand their personality and what they're into. I'm not trying to be nosy parent, but the only way I can help you is if we have honest conversations and you can tell me anything, because I can't help you if you lie or if you don't take the initiative yourself. So, and it's a process, because I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always the softer side of Sears. But when I realized I was emulating the stuff I learned as a young man, and some of that stuff worked and some of that stuff didn't work. And then when I recognized, like, oh, I hated that. That's when I started changing and really focusing on individual relationships with my kids.
See, say it again for the people in the back.
Yeah.
Hey, stay here.
Yeah. So where we are, we're at the last 10 minutes. So I want us to kind of tell the people how they can unlearn survival mode when struggle feels so familiar.
Okay.
So what do you guys think? Because I feel like survival mode is not a mindset. It's a nervous system response. So in order to get out of survival mode, you have to deal with what's going on with your nervous system. And that requires healing. It requires possibly therapy. I'm going to promote therapy to everybody because I feel like we could benefit from it. It's not a bad thing.
How about you, Penny?
I would say awareness and honesty. You have to know the truth about you, period. And you have to be willing to accept whatever comes to light for what it is. And then you have to make a new decision. Because if you don't understand who you are in this moment, today, right now, then you're really doing yourself a disservice. Because you're, like she said, the nervous system, like you're functioning on something that's outdated. And what you are living your life on and preventing your life from becoming is based on something that has nothing to do with you today. So you have to be aware of that. You have to know what's going on and make a good decision.
All right, Coach, how about you?
I would say learn how to serve yourself, right? Learn to know what you need when you need it and be okay with that. Be honest with yourself. Be transparent with yourself and understand that you have to grow from all of the things that you have overcame, and that takes time. And again, learn how to serve yourself so that you will be able to serve others and come out of the mindset that woe is me, stuck there. Woe is me. Like I'm the only person that's going through, or like you're by yourself. You're not by yourself. Serve yourself. Get therapy, like Michelle said. Get the healing that you need. Serve yourself and do self-reflection, self-awareness, self-care, so that you could be the best version of yourself.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Me? Get some help. I put a website right there. www.namdi.org. Log in, get all the tools. It's all free. The help is right here. I'm bringing the water to the horse. I'm bringing sand to the beach. It's right there, dog. Just go ahead here. I'll hit it one more time for the people in the back. You see that website? Write it down. Screenshot it. Get some help.
Yeah,
I ain't no expert. I be on there too. You can see me on there. I'm probably on there. I probably got a profile. Just say it.
But it's true.
It is true. And look, can't nobody else take care of you better than you.
That's right.
Can't nobody do it like me. Well, that includes taking care of you.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. That's right.
It's easy to stay stuck in your way. They say set in your ways. The older people are. They're just stuck in their ways. They're not going to change. And it's easy to just accept that and just decide that this is who I am. So how I used to be. I've always been this way.
That's a cop out.
That's a cop out.
Yeah.
But it's easy for some people because to face themselves is hard. To look in the mirror and say, I'm messed up.
You know what? That is true. That is true. I was just going to add to that facing the reasons why you are that way. That's the part that's scary. Like that's the part, when you got to go into them dark corners and get them webs out to actually deal with why you're this way. That part is another challenge.
Yeah, but people are so content with their life. They're just okay with, you know what? I just rather live in this bubble and stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know people that's taking stuff to their graves for sure.
Yeah, oh, me too.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times it'll be not just them being afraid or not really wanting to deal with it, not wanting to relive it. They're worried about who they're going to become when they reactivate it, right? They cope with this mechanism and they're like, I don't want to release that hound. And then sometimes the people attached to the reasons why they don't want to hurt.
They don't want to feel hurt.
Yeah, because telling that truth, a lot of times, telling that truth involves way more people to be honest than just you.
Yep.
And that part is difficult.
Are afraid of being hurt.
Yep.
And
everybody not ready to tell
other people. They're afraid of being hurt by what they see in the mirror.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
It's hard trying to talk to other people. Everybody not willing to be honest. See, but that's where the power of forgiveness comes from, because it is for you and not other people. There are so many things and people that have done things to you that you'll never get an apology for. There are people that have died and will never get to tell you why they did what they did. But that's why that forgiveness is for you to heal and be better, because that moment may not ever come. There's letters that you can write and burn and never send out to the one you want to speak to. But being able to sit down and really be honest with yourself and what you need, why you're hurting, it does something amazing for just you, who it's for. Forgiveness is for you. It is not for the person attached to it. But a lot of times we got misconstrued on what healing looks like. And I'm sure that was on purpose. We've been conditioned with all kinds of different stuff. So you really got to be kind to yourself and just kind of accept that maybe I don't know how to do this. And like you said, I need to ask some questions. I need to be honest. I need to get some help because I don't know where to start. Yeah. But it is for you. You don't have to, if you wake up, even if you have accepted it, well, this is who I am. Do you like it? Are you happy working for you? And if you can say no, it's never too late to change. It is never too late to have peace in your life and in your heart at all ages. It's never too late.
I don't block your future by trying to bring your past into your present, right? Don't be a future blocker. You know, the Bible says, forget those things which are behind. Disconnect from that, detach from that, disassociate yourself from that, and start pressing forward towards the mark, right? Really, really owning that. So don't be a future blocker. Don't block your future by trying to bring your past into your present. Yeah.
When you make statements, I've always been like that. That's always been like
that. How's it working for you since you've always been like that?
Right.
Exactly. But people
you
say that and I'll be
like that today. Yeah. Okay. You talking about why you bringing up old stuff? Because you just did. You said
I've always said since I was 12. What? And you're how old now?
Yeah, if I hear about that 5th grade story one more time.
He said if I hear about that 5th grade story.
Nothing I get to me. That's
going back into the Rose days.
Not a flex at all.
See that we need to have a show that's literally just giving people examples. Like we're just going to spit fire rounds of examples on you might need a reset when. And everybody just come. If you like say yes to this, you need a reset.
Yes.
Talking about your ex, you've been married for 20 years. Not over it. Not over it.
Ooh.
I like that.
That's not okay at all.
Yeah. How do you know you're not over it?
If you keep hearing the same story about how they hurt you and we've been married 20 years, hey, dog, you are not over it. You know what
I'm going to need everybody to sit on the couch, including the wife or husband that has allowed that to happen. Like, what? Dang. No.
I have friends. We've had these conversations. Oh, that's not good. Respectfully.
If it makes y'all feel better, we don't even know his friends, so we don't know which one he's talking about. We don't know.
No, we don't know.
We don't know.
That is survival mode because we're taking that and putting that with Davy Jones' locker. Never gonna survival, folks. Sometimes.
But listen. We are almost at the end, and we definitely want to announce our Freedom versus 40 Acres Summit that's coming up this Friday. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, I need you to go.
February 6th. It's $5. Y'all drink and eat more than $5. Let's do it for something that's actually going to change the world in your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the people
Freedom
that you see today will
versus
definitely
40
be a part of
acres.
the summit plus more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we want to shout out to WSAN Radio.
Yes, sir.
Who streams live every single day. So check them out. If you don't have the app, go download it.
Ooh, can I one thing?
And that's where they can go and buy your ticket, the UnitedFrontNetwork.com. Mm-hmm. And you can see a whole bunch of other stuff there too.
Can I add one more thing?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you, WSAN. I had an interview with those guys on January 28th. It's on their Instagram and their YouTube. So shout out to Ron G.
And it was a good show. I was able to catch up yesterday on my still day. I'm going to talk to you about that.
I have to go check it out.
Thank you.
It was very educational. It was nice.
Shout out.
It was a good one.
So,
you guys come see more of Keisha. She'll be on the panelists.
And Keisha, Coach Keisha will definitely be on the panelists. Yes, she will, along with Tia Gibson and all of the United Network hosts. And repeat the name again, Penny.
I'm about to say that's Mr. Gordon, Ron Gordon. I'm about to say we have some great panelists that will be here.
It's going to be. We're about community. We're about kingdom building. We're about all of the things that bring us together as a community. There are power in numbers, and we believe that wholeheartedly.
Yes.
So come on and join the movement.
Fully, and it is
movements.
2 hours. It'll be 2 hours, the 7 to 9 Eastern time. Like I said, it's $5. That conversation will be private. Y'all know why. You know what I'm saying. The algorithm can't handle the truth. So if you want to be a part of that conversation to make sure that we don't keep just talking, that we are moving into actions and we are really building this foundation that we need moving forward, then you need to be there. And you can find out the links on Instagram as well and our YouTube page and our Facebook page. Just touch all the buttons. Touch all the buttons.
So go follow us too on all of them. Like, subscribe, share. And if you have an idea for a show that you would love to join the network, please drop us an email at weareunited@myyahoo.com, or you can go to the website and there's information there as well. If you consider donating to the network, because everything that we do, unfortunately, you got to pay. And all proceeds go to the operating costs of this network and other things that we have going on.
You're like turning on the website.
Changing your life.
Changing your life.
Right.
Yes. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help you.
That's right.
Change your life.
I think that was an awesome intro of season 9. Okay, and the theme for this season is, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it in the air? I mean, really, that transitioning, that shifting, that change is here, y'all. Can you feel it? If you can't, then that's even more reason for you to be on the show. I'm just saying, you need to come on by. Let us help you with that. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, and make sure you guys tune in tomorrow to Ezel Moon's A Frank Conversation. He's on at what? 8 p.m. 8:30 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Go check out his interview tomorrow. We have That Lady B on Thursday.
Yep, we filmed it Spotlight with That B. We're still actually in the editing portion because this is the second part of the Art Basel experience she had. So a lot of footage to show you guys.
Spotlight with That B. Y'all check her out too on
every other week.
When is D's show starting back up? Is it starting this Sunday?
No, I don't think it starts this Sunday. I think she's the week after next, and that will be
Tea and Herbalism.
That's
at tea time on Sunday.
I'm only the producer of it. How can I forget the title?
Yeah, it happens. It's late. It's not. We a little older now.
That's why I do 8 hours.
You just hit 50. So
I was sleeping at 45. Stop playing with me.
Okay.
See, it's funny.
So, guys, we see you on
enjoy your soft life.
Enjoy your soft life. That's right.
Bye. You are now running with scissors. Let's go.